So today we're working on a set of Weber IDAP carburetors. These were used on the 1968 911s. The easiest way to tell an IDAP without looking at the number is they have this vacuum port installed. This will be on cylinder 1 and cylinder 4. Easy and quick way to identify them. Now what we're going to do today is we've already cleaned these and they are ready for surface treatment. We are going to try some Ceracote clear. We wanted to do a clear set of carburetors. These could be either colored or clear, but we want to be able to protect that finish considering that it's going to end up in the engine environment, which is fairly aggressive towards just raw aluminum finishes. So we've got two sets of carburetors here that we've Ceracoted and are about to start putting the jet packages into. We have our set of 1969 IDTP carburetors and our 1968 IDAP carburetors. These covers, all the studs are in, needles and seats are in, heights are set. Just got to put the covers on, but we're going to start assembling all the jets into them. These carburetors have been completely rebuilt, new throttle plates, linkages, all new brass, all new jetting setups. The jetting is a factory configuration with a 30mm choke, 125 main jet, F26 emulsion tube, 180 air corrector, and a 55 idle jet. So this carburetor has had the new accelerator pump components installed and the discharge volume set at 0.5 of a cc. We're up to setting the float heights next. Once this carburetor is complete, we'll perform all the same tasks on its matching carburetor, and these will be ready for the test engine. Couple of things that have been updated on these carburetors is we have the adjustable adjustable accelerator pump linkage with the late model axe head cam. This reduces the delay on accelerator pump delivery that was common with the early carburetors, and the adjustable rod versus the fixed link that these were originally delivered with allows for infinite adjustability. One of the other things that's been updated is the intershaft connection right here. Originally they had the pressed metal W shape that was very prone to breakage. This one's also been updated to the later style. These carburetors are going to be run on our test engine. They'll be pre-balanced and pre-tuned, making sure that everything operates correctly, and would be ready to fit straight onto the new owner's engine. So the last step in our process of restoring these carburetors is on our test engine for two reasons. One, we want to make sure they run okay and mixtures work. But one of the biggest things is fuel leaks. Now, common areas are right here on the bowl drain plugs. Next most common area is on our fuel lines here. These gaskets don't always tend to seal very well. On the bench, it's hard to tighten them down correctly. They do have to be quite tight. I've already flattened these fittings with a little bit of wet and dry and just going in a circular motion. But I want to make sure that I don't have any fuel leaks externally or internally. So the next place I'm going to look is down my throttles, make sure there's no fuel dripping. On this carburetor I did have some leaks. I took the advantage it was coming from the bowl plug area. I've still got a little bit of moisture there, so we'll take care of that in a little bit. But I did actually throw my float level gauge on since I was draining the bowl anyway, rechecked my float level, so this is a good chance for us to do this so the end user doesn't have to do it. So now we're all cleaned up tight with our fuel leaks. I am going to start the engine. I'm going to balance all of my cylinders. I'm going to balance my rear shafts to the front shafts. I've left the coupling down here with only one set screw in it so that I can move the rear shaft independent of the front shaft. And then we're going to set our mixtures and do a base tune. Just make sure the carburetors are responding, everything comes back to idle, and everything's working the way it should. So all we got left to do on these is drain them out, pull them off the engine, just go over everything one last time, do a final tighten down, and these will be ready to go to a new home soon.